Frontier suspended the crew for duct taping the passenger to a seat.
Fuck Frontier Airlines for that reason alone. Like, I agree, and I guarantee that everybody on that plane agreed with that decision. I bet you most of them helped. I bet you most of them grabbed the roll and started swiveling around.
Right.
I would also, I mean, well, I would say, let's see how that plays out, because Frontier could have been like, hold up, all right, listen, guys, we got to suspend you. All right. But we're going to bring you back because fuck that guy, right? His name's Max Berry. I mean, whose name is that? You should have fucking duct taped.
Well, somebody whose parents are worth $2 million.
Yeah. Duh. Fucking Max Berry. Piece of shit. No. So yeah, I would say hold off, because I have a feeling they're going to be fucking serving your next Frontier adventure not too long from now. Are they getting paid? They're probably still getting paid anyway too.
We'll get back to the story, but I think what concerns me most about this is the fact that Frontier Airlines has enough duct tape on their plane to wrap a man to his seat for the rest of his flight, because that means that they need duct tape on the airplane for certain, I don't know, mechanical failures while in the air. So that's a lot of duct tape to have on a plane. I wouldn't expect them to really have any duct tape on a plane. Maybe a roll, but not enough to strap down a 26-year-old man. This is probably going to lead into our next segment eventually, but I just feel like all of this like personal freedom stuff is really getting out of control. And I'm a conservative. I think personal freedom is a thing that everybody should hold sacred. However, like you said, Wes, it seems as though the jerk rule is not being applied in multiple categories across the United States of America. And for some reason, people think that they can get on a plane, and I don't want to say who's the worst, but there's like certain segments of people. It seems to be certain, especially like kind of like well-to-do white men and white women. They really seem to be really uppity. You can't do this. You can't tell me this. You can't do that. Like a lot of you can'ts coming out of their mouths. And I love vigilante justice. And this seems like the perfect case of vigilante justice. And I agree. I want to see more of this.
Well, I don't exactly recall what the example or what the situation was in which who's the host of Dirty Jobs?
Mike Rowe.
Mike Rowe said, listen, I understand what this person's discretion was, but here's the deal. When you get on an airplane, you are at the mercy of the airline and the staff. Doesn't matter if you're too fat, too drunk, too stinky, too insubordinate, or in the case of 22-year-old Max Berry, just being a fucking dickhead, screaming at everyone about how wealthy your parents were and how you could, I don't even know what point this fucking clown wanted to make. I'd be like, what are you trying to say? Your parents are wealthy? Cool. Can you just sit there and shut the fuck up and put your earbuds in and watch the movie like the rest of us, or go to sleep, or read your fucking Golf Digest and try to figure out how to go lower in your handicap or whatever. But they don't have to, you don't need an explanation to not fly with the airlines. And unfortunately, sometimes at 30,000 feet, when dickheads are flying around, possibly being potentially dangerous to everyone else on board. I'm not saying this guy could have like broken into the cockpit and whacked a pilot or something like that, but obviously he was causing disturbance. Tape him down, tape his mouth shut, punch him in the face a few times, deal with the consequences later. I would gladly spend a night in jail and then fight a misdemeanor charge if it meant I lived to tell about it, rather than this schlep who was obviously drunk. My pants were poof. Okay, motherfucker. All right. Whew, God, that hurt. Shut up. Go to sleep.